Lieutenant Groves, this is David Roundtree, the owner of 4402 North 34th.
David, the man holding the camera and the owner of this property, has called the Lieutenant of Officer Mitchell and Officer Carter because they arrived on his private property and would not leave. As he asked them to leave, they called for backup. He states he has gotten multiple calls of the officers on his land, joking and laughing around, appearing to just be there for their own personal reasons. Unauthorized. Now that he's making a routine check on the care of his property, this is what he runs into. Leave your thoughts down below as we continue.
Lieutenant Groves, this is David Roundtree, the owner of 4402 North 34th Street. I have Officer Mitchell. Looks like a rookie, and another rookie by the name of C.T. Carter. I have pulled up on my private property, which we all well know, and I've asked them to exit the property, but for some reason, the officer has pulled on my property and telling me that he needs to back up on my property, which I'm already videotaping, so I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. And this is car number 521 and 339, which belongs to Officer Mitchell. So I'm really trying to find out why these officers are on my private property, just sitting here lollygagging, which I've gotten plenty of calls to say that you guys have been sitting on my property quite a few times, unauthorized. So what I'm asking you to do is leave my property.
Honestly, I do hear that does be like issues for especially like business owners, where cops just like showing their property for like no reason or just be chilling, just talking. So I mean, I feel this dude has every right to be upset and wants to kick him off. But I just don't get how in the beginning he's like, oh, you don't have any signs. Well, like, bro, like if you're a cop, you should know like where to park and where not to park. But I mean, y'all tell me what y'all think.
Officer Mitchell and Carter. So since they're not leaving, there you go.
Thank you.
And as we've just sat here and wasted over 5 minutes of my time now, this is 4402 North 34th Street. This is private property that you're on. I'm now citing any kind of statute that you like me to pull out. But you own private property and I'm asking you guys to leave. Thank you.
Yes, sir. No problem.
If we have any other problems, I would definitely leave you another message such as this. I have no reason in understanding why an officer would come out here and just be sitting wasting taxpayers' time when they're just sitting here lollygagging and sitting down not doing anything. Okay, and I've gotten a few calls, quite a few calls. They've said there's been officers sitting on.
Officer Bargenaire has responded to a call and finds an auditor. He states he's there because someone called saying the men looked suspicious. He doesn't appear hostile and comes off respecting their constitutional rights. A few lessons could be taken out of his book for other officers. He also realizes a firearm on the man's side and respects that also. Let's continue to see if he holds up this upstanding officer role.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I was just here because somebody called you guys in suspicious.
Okay, I'm just walking around exercising my First and Second Amendment rights.
All right, yeah, man. That's you got. What's your name, man?
I don't answer questions. Could you please identify yourself again, please?
Officer Bargenaire.
Badge number, please.
6973.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So that's somebody thought you guys were suspicious. You know. So none major. Okay.
Nothing major at all. I have no ill will, no bad intentions towards anybody.
Okay. Okay. Do you have a? That's cool. Yeah. What's your name, man?
I don't answer questions. You can call me Good Citizen.
Good citizen. Okay. You live here?
I don't answer questions.
Why is that?
So I'm not legally obliged to answer any questions.
Okay. So do you live here or? I'm just asking, man.
I would prefer to remain silent.
Okay. All right.
Am I being detained?
You're not.
Okay. This is a consensual conversation.
What was that?
This is a consensual conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll allow you to proceed.
What was that?
I will allow you to proceed.
I appreciate it, man. I'm just trying to get your name, man. I like to know who I'm talking to.
You can call me Sir, Good Citizen, Boss Man, whatever applies.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know I share my information with you, so what's your information, man?
Well, you're legally obliged to because you're a public servant.
What was that?
You're legally obliged to provide information because you're a public servant on duty.
Do you live here, man? I'm just trying to get to know who I'm talking to, man. I like to know everybody.
I'm going to lock my door, close it.
Okay.
We're having a consensual conversation.
How does trespassing works? Trespassing generally occurs when a person enters or remains on someone else's property without permission. The specifics of how trespassing works can vary depending on local laws, but there are some common principles. 1, unlawful entry. 2, private versus. Public property 3, signage 4, intent 5, aggravated trespass 6, defenses to trespassing 7, penalties. As this auditor was filming in a public building, a man who appears to be a security guard blocks his walkway. They threaten to call the police. He tries to direct him to the exit and they begin touching one another and words are exchanged. The police eventually arrives and they start asking questions. The auditor tells them he's not being disorderly or engaging in illegal or unlawful activities, and they can't do anything until 5 o'clock when the building shuts down to the public. Leave your thoughts down below as we continue.
Leave the building though.
No, I'm okay. Not until the end of business hours.
We're not open to the business right now because we have
You
a private
are.
event.
You're open to the public during
Not
business
open-
hours on a business day. Yes,
We're not open to the public when we have a private event going on.
sir. I don't want to have you charged with obstructing a walkway, sir. I don't want to have you charged with obstructing a walkway. I know. And the public hallways are right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and walk in them. Please don't touch me. Do not touch me and do not block my walkway. Okay, well, blocking a walkway is...
That's sweet.
This is a crime. This is a misdemeanor.
You can either leave on your own or we can call the police and have you.
You can do whatever you like. What's up, brother? You Brett?
Okay. How you doing, man?
What's up, buddy? You Brett? You look like my buddy Brett. That was all. That's why I hit you with the what's up. My bad.
No, I'm not Brett. So he's just recording. They want to go on. What are you up to today, bro?
I'm just gathering some content for a story I'm working on.
Okay, what are you working on?
It's a story.
Okay. So we got a call because
I got you.
the person that's in charge of this building here,
Uh-huh.
the property manager,
Uh-huh.
they don't want you here anymore.
I understand.
Okay?
Okay. Did you explain to them Maryland 6-409 and that during business hours on a business day I have a right to gather my content? Legal and lawful business. I can't be trespassed just because they don't want me here during business hours. If I'm not being disorderly, if I'm engaged in legal and lawful activity, and I'm not going in any unauthorized areas, there's nothing they can do until 5 o'clock when the building shuts down to the public.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Hang tight.
What's your name?
I didn't get it.
I'm asking what is your name.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I get you. I understand. You're asking for my name.
You're not gonna provide it?
No, sir.
Okay, so let me explain to you. Okay, so I just finished speaking to my supervisor, okay?
Uh-huh.
So what we can do is you're more than welcome to allow you to come back at 5 o'clock and you can continue to record. Okay? Let me finish explaining, okay?
Okay.
Currently until 5 o'clock there's a event going on, okay? So this at the moment they do not want you inside the building. Okay?
I understand.
Okay,
Sir.
so you're more than welcome to come back at 5 o'clock. If you don't, we are going to have to issue you a trespass notice.
One, you see that sign on the door that says it's open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. to the
Correct.
public every day, Monday
Correct.
through Friday. Okay. You understand that the law that sets these buildings in place says that if it's open to the public and it's listed on the front door until 6 p.m.,
Okay.
they cannot just close it when they want to because they don't want me here.
All right.
I understand they might want me to come back at 5 o'clock, but I'm not going to come back at 5 o'clock because I'm going to finish gathering my content in this public area during business hours, and then I'm going to leave. Now, may I have your supervisor out here, the one that gave you these commands, because it's clear that you are getting these authority figures or these commands from someone above you. Can you have that person brought out here and explain this to me in person?
Sure, we can go talk about it outside. Though.
I got you. You can have your supervisor come down here and speak to me because right now I'm not committing any crimes.
Okay, we can go. I'll have him respond out here.
I got you. I'm gonna stay inside. It's warm right here.
Hey, what is your name? You do have to provide me that.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
You understand the state of Maryland, even if you're suspected of committing a crime, you don't have to provide your name. The only time I have to provide my name or identification to you is when I'm pulled over during a legal traffic stop. I don't even have to provide it to you right now, sir.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
It doesn't have to be on the traffic stop.
You should ask your supervisor.
Okay.